Hello.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Hello.
the Real Show YouTube channel. I don't need any weird intro for this, we can just literally get almost straight into it.
Off the cuff.
Off the cuff. I'm here with Corey and Rachel. Say hello, Rachel.
Hello.
Hello.
And we're here with a YouTube exclusive. We don't have any weird sort of song titles or anything, we're just going to literally say what we're doing and do it. Which is fun, I think. It's kind of refreshing, isn't it?
It's very, yeah.
Also, we're going to be a bit more relaxed in this episode. Let's say we're going to be a bit more relaxed. So, because we've had Nicholas Briggs on last week, well, we did it last week.
Yeah, it's... Well, it depends when we're putting this out. It's probably just gone out, actually.
Right, okay. Well, in celebration, we're going to do a tier list of all the Daleks I could possibly find in an evening. So, different ones. So that's 37, I think.
Yes,
Let's call it 40, because 40 is more a bigger number.
It's more, yeah.
Let's round up, shall we? Let's round up. People are doing bloody construction outside my house, and I can't be done with it. Can you hear that?
It adds to the atmosphere.
Does it?
Sure.
Oh. Hope it doesn't sound too annoying for some reason.
It's just Doctor Who sounds.
Yeah.
Just Doctor Who sound effects. That's all it is in the background.
Sure, let's go for that. Okay, basically, we have all these Daleks, and we're going to tier list them. Now, Rachel, you've not heard our tier list episodes before, so what it is we have 5. We have Real Tacular, that's the best. We have Sizzling, that's sort of the second best. We have Decent, which is middle of the road, decent. We have which is like, not very good, but we can take it with an And then Itchy Lumpy, which is horrible, the worst. Hate it.
It's awful.
Itchy
To
and
get
Lumpy
that?
is quite an interesting category.
Thank you. Now, we're going to be ranking these Daleks not only on how they look, but also on what they do, how they act, their voices, their sort of, mannerisms, anything we can basically rank them on to see who's the best, who gets Rotacular and who gets Itchy and Lumpy. So, do you want to start off? We're going to start off with the first one, which is also, we can take as much time as we need. We're not under any time constraint here. We can sort of take our time with it. So, yeah, the first one we have is the Dead Planet Daleks, which is represented by that lovely little picture down there. Any thoughts, first off?
I mean, I like the look of them.
They're pretty fancy.
Yeah. I don't know. I have strong... Well, this is let's just say that the Dead Planet is the first episode the Daleks appear in.
Okay.
So, that's the sort of first sort of standard look with the blue balls and the silver sort of... But I don't think it's worth really any merit.
Okay.
It's kind of like... It's a bit bog standard. It's a bit... Yes, I know it's their first sort of effort trying the Daleks, and that's fine. But it's... I don't know. I don't think it's going to get much of a decent for me.
I mean, I think anything below decent I wouldn't be happy with.
Okay. What do you think, Rachel?
Yeah, I'd say the same. They're the classic ones. They're the ones who kickstarted the Daleks and the whole thing to begin with. You got to give them some credit.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, what? Right. Okay. Well, I don't think they can't get to Sizzling. They're going to get to top decent at best.
Okay. Let's
You're making the decision. Put them in top decent.
Sorry, that's one.
That's wrong. They're not Sizzling. They're decent. Right. Next, we have the Daleks from the Chase episode.
Yeah, I am going to say.
They've got that weird sort of big bumper on their bottom. I don't really know if I like that.
They look worse than the Dead Planet Daleks.
Oh.
I think, anyway.
They've got that weird sort of blue bumper and that weird blue dome. I don't know how to feel. They've got like yellow on their sort of sidebars.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
It is very like bumper car-y sort of.
A bumper car Dalek.
Yeah.
Anyone for Dodgems? Yeah.
That's the one. That's what I'm trying to think of.
They just look a bit older than the first ones, to be honest.
They do. Somehow gone backwards.
I don't know. You guys are sort of very... I don't know. They're not really charming, though, either. They're just kind of ugly for me. They're going to go in Air or Itchy and Lumpy. So I'll let you guys choose.
I'm thinking Air, probably.
Yeah, I'm also thinking Air.
Yeah.
Right, put them in Air.
They're not completely terrible.
Right. Now we have the Supreme Council Dalek from the classic series. Not the first sort of Supreme Dalek to appear, but probably. I like that black and gold. That's looking cool.
I do.
But he has got that sort of the bumper car bumper. And also with this guy, not only does his like eye stalk sort of light up, his not only do his like lights on his head light up, his eye stalk will also light up when he speaks as well.
Yeah.
So he's got an extra sort of pizzazz to him. I like the black and gold. I don't like the bumper car-y thing, and I don't like the fact that he's sort of I don't know. I don't remember what episode he was in, but I remember he was very ineffectual.
Yeah.
He didn't really manage to do any good for the Daleks. Not that I'm ripping Daleks, but you know.
Seems like a step closer towards the classic Daleks that we all know, the gold ones, but
Yeah.
Right. So where do you think he'd go?
I'd say probably still maybe decent.
Decent, yeah.
But
Put him in decent.
Probably higher than
Higher than the Dead Planet? I don't think he even gets that. I don't think he even gets higher than the Dead Planet Daleks.
okay.
He gets mid decent at best.
Mid-decent. Okay.
But put in there.
There we go.
Okay, now we have the silver Dalek Warriors.
Yeah.
From I think Power of the Daleks or Evil of the Daleks, one of those two. And there they are. They're all silvery and black. I like the silver and black, to be honest.
Yes.
I think it's very chic.
Yeah, exactly. It's striking.
It is very striking. On a Dalek, it definitely is. But where are they going to go? I think.
I don't know if they're that high up either.
Really?
As in, like, compared to what we've got, I mean, they're definitely not below decent, probably. But I don't know if they can break decent either.
Right, okay.
I think
They don't break decent, right? If they don't break decent, then they get top decent at least.
Yeah.
Put them in top decent. How about that?
Okay. Pop them if it lets me.
Put them in top.
Apparently, the tier list
move them on.
is a very, very big fan of the Dead Planet Dalek. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Put them there. Right. Now we have the gold Dalek Supreme, which I hate. I'm
Really?
sorry. He's not gold. He's like beige.
True.
He's not even gold. He's sort of this weird plasticky beige colour, and he's got like one of the right. I have a thing with the eye stalks.
Okay.
I don't like when they have a little dot on their eye stalk, because sometimes they do, and it makes me feel weird. Like they shouldn't have pupils. They should just have dead eyes. Right.
Okay.
And that's it. They shouldn't have like little pupils on their eye stalks. Now I own the sort of, I don't know, action figure of this guy. He came in one of those classic sort of sets, and it's just I just don't like it. I just don't like it. It's not even sort of chrome gold. It's like beige gold, and I don't even think that's. I don't know. He's also very stumpy. He's not as big as I'd like him to be, and I don't know. I just don't think he fits. I think he's itchy and lumpy.
That's bold. But I mean, I'll happily go with it.
Right, it's a bold claim. Rachel, are you willing to argue?
I think the same. He's a bit not as great.
No, not as great.
Okay, well that seems
Bit
like
clunky.
yeah.
Yeah, itchy and lumpy. There we go.
There we go.
Right, now we have the ones from the Peter Cushing Doctor Who films.
Yeah.
If you remember these from Doctor Who and the Daleks, we have the Daleks, and don't they look weird?
I don't mind them.
No, they have the big sort of
They're gonna start a boy band, I think.
Yeah, look at them. That's a real sort of pose they got going. They have the big sort of I need a technical name for them. The lights on the side of the heads that light up when they speak. They have those.
Yeah.
They have the big eye stalks, the big sort of the big colours with the black and the red and the blue and all that. Again, I like how we're being very merciless here. We're like, right, well, I don't like them. They can go bottom. Oh, they're not good. They're not as good as decent. These guys, I don't know. I've got a bit of a soft spot.
Yeah.
I do love their colours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like multicoloured Daleks.
Okay.
Don't know
well,
whether that's just me.
Right. Well, I think these guys, they're gonna. I don't know. I can't really say they get bottom sizzling because we haven't really established sizzling yet.
No, I wasn't
But-
thinking that.
You don't think they're going to get sizzling?
I don't know. I
I
feel
think-
I feel like if they do, they might end up getting moved in the sizzling order when we start putting stuff in.
Right, if they go into
Yeah.
sizzling... Right, okay, I'll tell you this. If they go into sizzling,
Yeah.
things are going to go ahead of them.
Okay, that's fine.
Right, Doctor Who and the Daleks. Okay, now we're in the big boys.
Paradigms.
The new Dalek paradigm Daleks, the big beefy boys. Cue the wide Putin music, because we've got the paradigm Daleks.
The white boys.
The wide boy, they're big beefy boys. So where are they gonna go? Well, now we're doing them by colour.
We
so
are.
We're gonna go with the white Supreme Dalek first. Now let's talk about the look.
Yeah.
They've got the sort of now. I'm probably in the minority when I said I didn't mind how they looked. It's fine. They're supposed to be like factory new, pure Daleks. They're gonna look a bit different. They're gonna look a bit bright. That's fine. It's not like classic Daleks weren't that colour either.
Yeah.
Weren't different colours either. I love the idea that like it denotes sort of rank in a way.
Yeah.
The colours denote sort of officer class, which is fine. I knew that we wouldn't get them all the time. I knew that the Bronze Time War drones would still be back, but I think it's about like, are they too sort of big and chunky? They do have the sort of bumper car thing. They do have the big ice stalk and the big sort of weapons. So I don't know. What do you think? This is sort of as a whole, but I think they are going to get different spots.
Probably. I think they probably will get different spots. Yes.
So where would the white Supreme Dalek go?
I think out of the, I think he's my least favourite, or at least down there.
Really?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of the
I'd
white
have to
Daleks.
agree.
Right. Okay. Is he going to get
Just
to
'cause
what,
I
decent
love
or
the
air?
coloured ones.
I would say decent's the highest it can go.
Right. Okay. Even then, I don't think I'm going to make a controversial choice, but I don't think he's as good as the silver ones.
No.
He's going to get mid-decent, probably ahead of the Dead Planet Daleks, but not as good as the silvers.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay, put him there then.
I can get down with that.
Even though he's appeared in more episodes, he appeared in Victory of the Daleks and Asylum of the Daleks, and I think he appeared in another one, but that was about it.
Yeah.
Now these guys probably don't appear at all. Now the first one we have is the drone Dalek paradigm drone, who is red.
Yes.
Now also this is something interesting. Have you ever seen Doctor Who live?
No.
Right, basically they did a tour show after sort of in the Matt Smith era.
Yeah.
Where they went around the UK, and the Paradigm Daleks featured in that quite a bit because they were just new at the time, and they featured in that quite a lot. And it was the first time we sort of heard their voices. Like the drone had sort of a normal Dalek voice, and the scientist had a bit like a wavy one. The blue strategist there had a sort of high pitched one, and the yellow Eternal had a sort of a bit of a nasal voice. So there you go.
Are you a fan? Fan of the voices?
Am I a fan of the voice? Yeah, of course I'm a fan of the voices. Of course, I can't say that when we've just had Nick Briggs on.
No, but I mean, like
I
how?
can't say no. I hate them. Yes, I do. I love the voices.
Do they sound how you would thought they sound?
Yeah, I think they do sound how I think they
Okay.
sound. There's a clip. You can probably play the clip. It's not. I don't think it's going to get copyrighted. I'll send you the clip of them actually speaking.
Okay.
Strategist. Dalek strategy 100% effective. Scientist. Containment field is prepared for activation. And the Eternal. Time parameters calculated as locked. A new future begins now.
I'll also send you the clip of the wide Putin remix of the Paradigm Daleks. You can put that in as well. I'll send you the clip of them speaking. But anyway, because actually they didn't speak in the episode, did they?
I can't remember.
In Victory of the Daleks, I think only the Supreme spoke. I don't remember if any of the others spoke.
This is the one where he brings a Damn Dodger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think any of the others spoke. But let's do the drone. Where do you think the red drone is going to go?
I mean, I prefer him to the white one.
Right. Is he going to go top decent?
I can tell. I don't know if I prefer it to the silver one still.
Right. Okay. Well, he's going to go ahead of the Supreme at least.
Yeah.
Put in any word on this, Rachel.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Right. Back in the middle he goes.
Just a
Back in the middle he goes.
normal
Sorry,
red
drone.
Dalek.
There we go.
Right. Okay. Right now we've got the baked bean Dalek, the orange
I
Dalek
love
scientist.
the baked bean Dalek.
You like him?
I do. I love the orange scientist Dalek.
Oh, he is cool. I do like the orange scientist. He is a very neat boy. He doesn't speak in the episode. He does speak in the sort of live shows they've done. I hope you've shown that clip. I will send.
It'll get shown. Don't worry.
Okay, good. Now, so where are we going to put him? I think he deserves sizzling.
I think he's higher.
I really like the orange. We've never had a sort of orange Dalek, and I think I like that.
No, we've had the metally like bronzy colours. And
Yeah,
stuff.
but not like
not a
like,
bright orange.
you know, mango orange. Mango's orange. Mangoes are yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, what fruit is orange other than orange?
I was gonna say orange. I was hoping you wouldn't forget an actual orange.
Oh no, no. But we need a fruit that's orange apart from an orange.
Apart from anything in the orange family.
I don't know, a grapefruit. But is that also? I don't know.
No. No.
Right. Well, he's gonna go in sizzling.
Okay.
Pop him in sizzling.
Above or below?
Below.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry, he can't get that. Right. Now we have the blue strategist. He's blue dabba diva da die. He's like TARDIS blue. Look at him. He's like. Actually, he does
secretly allied with the Doctor.
Yeah, he does some stuff, doesn't he? He's in. They sort of chrome them up. They're more chrome in the Asylum episode, but in Victory they are that sort of very plastic, collect 'em all colour, which I have done by the way. Anyway, he's big, got a. I like blue on a Dalek. So.
Yeah, it's good.
Was he going to get higher than the scientist?
I would say no.
No. Okay. Why is that? Argue your case.
I don't know. I just kind of prefer the scientist.
Right. Okay. Is he going to? Well, at least he's going to get top decent. I want him top decent.
Oh no, I'm not saying he doesn't get sizzling. I'm just saying maybe
right.
he's not as good as the scientist.
Right. Bottom sizzling. I'll agree to bottom sizzling or top decent.
Okay. That's fine with me.
I'd say bottom sizzling.
Yeah.
There we go. Bang. Dalek strategist. Now we have Dalek. The new paradigm Dalek Eternal, which is yellow, and many people didn't know what the Dalek Eternal actually did. As far as I know, he was responsible for the sort of continuation of the Dalek race.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, make sure the Daleks are eternal. He'd make sure they last forever. So that's like his job, I guess. Also, he's yellow. He doesn't speak very much.
It's a pretty big job.
Yeah, pretty big job. And he's a pretty big boy. Look at him. He's big and he's bright and he's yellow. I like him. I've got a soft spot, to be honest.
Okay. Do you like him as much as the scientist?
I do actually. I'm willing to give him. Like, he's the only one who's got black balls. The other one has sort of everyone else has sort of silvery balls.
True.
He has black balls, and he's yellow. And I think he's such a bright, obnoxious yellow that you can't even just not look away from him. And I think he's just super.
Okay.
So I just think he's neat.
Okay.
And-
You know what? because you're so passionate, I'll happily put him. I'm assuming again. You still want below or above?
He can go above the scientist.
No, I mean the other ones.
No, not as good as them.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Do it. Top sizzling.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second.
Command level decision right here. I've put him top sizzling.
Look at you.
Bang. Right, Dalek. Now we
There
have.
he
Do
is.
you want to introduce this next guy?
Well, it's to be fair, it's one of the newer ones.
Hmm.
It's Dalek Sec.
Yeah.
Dalek Sec. I would say somewhat iconic as far as especially new people go. Anyway, I quite like him. He's black. He's all black. Very again similar to the silver and black ones. It's a very bold look.
I think he may be bumping for Real Tacular. Because let's talk. Right, these other guys, what have they done? They've just led the Daleks. They've shouted. They've yelled exterminate. They've gone exterminate the Doctor. That kind of thing. This guy, he's got some nuance.
Yes.
He's got character. Now these next four have pretty much are just sort of the most unique you can get for a Dalek.
Essentially, yes.
So I think Dalek Sec is bumping for Real Tacular.
He's definitely either Real Tacular or top sizzling, but I think he's probably Real Tacular.
What do you think, Rachel? Any objections?
I'd agree.
Okay.
Real Tacular, put him up there.
There he is, top spot currently.
Top spot. Who can beat Dalek Sec? Is it going to be Dalek Khan? Now, Dalek Khan arguably had more to do than Dalek Sec did in the long run.
Yes.
He went into the Time War, he rescued Davros. There's a great short film called The Dalek That Time Forgot by Lee Adams on YouTube. If you've watched it, it really sort of connects the plot holes between Dalek Khan, Davros, and the Paradigm Daleks. So I'm going to give you links to that as well in the description, because we can do that now, because it's our YouTube channel.
We have a description.
Yes. So I'm going to put a link to part 1 of the Dalek That Time Forgot in the description. That sort of explains more of Dalek Khan's story. It's sort of in a sort of canon grey area, but I consider it canon. Anyway, even though canon is in Doctor Who means nothing.
Yes, that's essentially.
It encapsulates everything.
Yeah, but what do you think?
Even if
He's
it's
sort of.
not canon.
Do you want to go for sort of the bronze look he had, or that look where he's sort of in the picture, where it's sort of all torn open and you can see his little Khalid mutant flapping about in there?
I mean, that's one way to describe it.
Yeah. What would you go for?
I quite like his open, carded mutant appearance.
Do you? It's all sort of ripped.
It's very different.
It's sort of all ripped away, and he's sort of sat there giggling to himself and stuff like that, and giving it all the prophecy. And I like that, to be honest. There, Dalek.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
he's either okay. Well, we're gonna have to make a decision, but we don't
Yeah.
really, because we're not under any time constraint. We can just go on about him. I think. No, I'm looking down the list. I'm thinking, who is deserving of Real Tacular?
Yeah.
Is Dalek Khan deserving of Real Tacular? It is highly possible. He's even gone through. He had a bit of an arc, because when he first started out in what was it? Was it Doomsday? I think that was the episode.
I believe so.
He had a very deep voice initially, but then it sort of, as he grew in the ranks of the Cult of Skyrim, which sort of became its sort of de facto leader, his voice sort of mellowed out a bit, and then it went higher as he sort of became this twisted creature. I think that's amazing development on the part of Nick Briggs, and B, it gives him a bit of an arc. And I like any Dalek character who sort of deviates from the sort of mould in a way. That's why I like the Paradigm Daleks a bit, because they do sort of deviate. And Dalek Khan is the same, but Dalek Khan has more uniqueness where the Paradigms do not. So I think that is going to put him in Real Tacular for me.
Okay, I would agree. I think Real Tacular's definitely deserving.
Okay. He is deserving
I would
of Real
agree as
Tacular.
well.
What do you think, Rachel? Yes?
We
I agree. Yep.
we
Very
just
unique
have
design.
the decision.
Very unique what they did.
Okay.
Is he
Right,
above
put him
or
in Real
below?
Tacular.
Is he above or below?
Oh, he's... Oh,
Oh.
I'm going to have to say below.
Yeah.
Because as much as I like his sort of open look, the iconic look of a Dalek is still kept in Dalek Sec.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Now, Dalek Rusty.
Yeah.
Our little friend Rusty.
I like him.
You like him?
I like him.
He was in sort of the Peter Capaldi episode Into the Dalek. But where is he going to go? He's sort of got his sort of mangly look with all the wires on him and stuff like that. Where do you think he'd go?
I don't think he... Right.
I'm going to be honest. I did not particularly like this episode.
Oh,
so
God.
Oh, okay. There's trouble brewing already.
Murray, it might
on
come to you on
Rusty.
this one. I quite enjoy him. I would say decent, definitely, potentially sizzling.
Okay.
I don't think
I'll
he
leave,
goes
I'll
higher
leave
than
this
that.
to you guys. I'm going to sit back and let you guys make this decision.
Oh God.
I'm not particularly fond of this episode, but the idea of Rusty is like pretty good.
Okay.
So it's interesting. I don't know. I'm not too fond of like Daleks helping the Doctor sometimes. Like I don't know.
I mean,
Rusty's
you're in
interesting
luck.
to
It doesn't
me.
happen often.
No.
Okay.
I'm honestly I've mixed feelings about Rusty. To be fair.
Okay. It's looking like I'm fine with settling for decent.
Yeah.
It's just where. I would say it's definitely above Dead Space.
Yeah.
Is he above? Yeah, probably above Supreme. Supreme is not getting much.
Did you
love
just
right
say Dead Space?
now. Yeah. Sorry.
It's
Definitely.
it's the Dead Planet Daleks, but
That's the
that's
one.
okay. Dead Space Daleks. We need some Dead Space Daleks.
Yeah, if they existed, that'd be great.
Right.
Little crossover there.
So we're gonna put him what? Mid decent or
Mid-
top decent?
Right. I think he's right. This is the thing. So he's above. He's above Paradigm Supreme. I would say anyway.
Right.
I would say top decent.
Right. Okay.
That's where I'd put him.
Right. Top decent then.
Okay.
Rachel, are you okay with that?
Yeah. I
He's not got
personally
sizzling.
wouldn't put him that high, but I don't. I
Okay.
don't mind.
He has character.
Top decent
He
then.
has character.
Now we have.
Does have character.
These don't have character.
No, these don't have character. The next ones don't have character. So here we have Dalek Alpha,
Yes.
who is sort of. I think I'm. Are you two familiar with Dalek Alpha before we started?
Like little
Not
bits. Like yeah.
Right. He's from Evil of the Daleks, which was a comic run around the 5th Doctor. It was Tom Baker's Doctor. Is that 4th or 5th?
Fourth.
Fourth.
I think it's 4. No, is it 5th or 4th? These were Dalek Alpha was part of a small group of Daleks who were given sort of human traits or human emotion as sort of as almost like a proto Court of Skaro, as sort of a way to find out how to use human emotion to, I don't know, be Daleks better, I suppose.
Yeah.
So Dalek Alpha, and then Dalek Alpha sort of rebelling against his programming because he was given human thought and blah blah, that sort of thing. There's 2 other Daleks, Dalek Beta and Dalek Omega, and they're sort of with him. So I sort of grouped them together in Dalek Alpha. So, and Dalek Alpha was the leader. So
I like how they
Anyway.
skipped the alphabet there.
yeah, I like his sort of. I like his red classic look. He's got a little A on his head, but you can't see that in the picture. And I don't know. I just like the sort of red classic Dalek. I suppose it's the only time we really got that, and I think I don't know. I like it. I've got a bit of a soft spot, and I think he's. I don't know. I don't see him as high as the Paradigm Daleks because we never saw him in live action. He was only in a comic. But I
Yeah.
think Dalek Alpha deserves a high place, higher than probably the ones in Decent. So I'm going to say bottom sizzling at best.
Okay. I mean, I don't know much, so I can't comment. I do like how it looks, though. So I'll give him that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got you two are going on visuals alone, I think.
Yes.
A little bit.
Right.
So are we saying bottom?
Bottom sizzling.
Bottom
That's
sizzling.
him. Put him in. Dalek Alpha.
There it is. I like how you said he's above the Supreme. I like how the Supreme's split. It's like, right, here's 3 women sizzling, and here's like, just a...
2 in Decent.
Yeah.
I like how we don't care about rank at all. The
No, we
Supreme
don't.
Daleks aren't getting the best bits. Just because they're in charge doesn't mean they're good. They're getting indecent, you know.
What
They
we're finding
worked
out
so
is
hard.
we're literally finding out either be all black or be coloured, and you're fine.
Yeah. I think all black will be coloured. Yeah, Sizzling is just full of coloured Daleks.
Yeah, it is.
So anyway, now we have the invasion of the Earth Daleks.
Yeah.
Who I can't really see very well, but I remember they had sort of different weapons or something like that. I can't remember it very well. It was a classic episode.
Yeah, it's
So-
like the second series or episode. It's somewhere
Yeah,
really, really
yeah.
early on. It's like William Hartnell, I believe.
It's one where they, were moving around London and that type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't care for them, to be honest.
I don't.
They can go in itchy and lumpy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree.
Right. They're just a classic. They do have the sort of chest plates, which is the first time they appeared on a Dalek in the classic series. So I think I'm willing to give them slightly something for that, but not enough to get them out of itchy and lumpy.
Okay.
But they're probably ahead of that beige gold monstrosity.
You don't like the beige one, do you?
No, it is not gold. You watch the episode, it is not gold. It is beige, and that's
No,
it.
go ahead. I hate when it does this. I've got to swap it.
Go ahead of him.
Go ahead.
There we go, bang. Right, now we have the Renegade Daleks.
Yep.
This is where I don't know if you're familiar with this sort of series of episodes, but this was in there was a bit of a Dalek civil war, and the Renegade Daleks were loyal to the Dalek Supreme, and the Imperial Daleks were loyal to Davros. So this was in the Resurrection of the Daleks, which was a story with the Fifth Doctor, I think, fifth or sixth. I'm gonna say fifth. So yeah, these were two factions of Dalek, the Renegade and the Imperial Daleks. And the Renegade Daleks were led by the Black Supreme Dalek, who is ahead in this list, and the Imperial Daleks were led by Davros, who is not in this list, because Davros isn't a Dalek.
No.
Now, strangely enough, if you watch our Doctor Who episode, the Daleks get higher ranking than Davros does.
Yes.
But anyway, the Renegade Daleks, they're grey and black. They have those funny eye stalks. What are you thinking?
I mean, they're all right. They're. I don't know if they're sizzling. They're not air. I don't think.
Right. Okay.
Maybe it's a decent again.
Maybe it's a decent. I'm happy with supporting a decent.
Yeah.
I'm happy with supporting a decent. If you want to put them up there in decent, that's fine with me. What do you think, Rachel?
Yeah.
Okay, up they go.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not exactly the biggest
we include
Dalek
that-
fan.
Can we include
So I'm
that?
like, I don't know which Daleks are which.
Right. Can we include that bit where the flaming Renegade Dalek goes flying off the hill
Sure.
and goes into that puddle of water?
Sure.
I'll send you that as well.
I'm a little bit out of my depth here
Right.
when it
Okay.
comes to Daleks.
Just do what I do. Agree with Murray and just comment on the appearance, and you'll be fine.
Right.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Okay. So we're gonna go with Renegade Dalek. They're gonna go, I'd say, mid decent.
Mid. What is in?
They're not as good as the drone. They're not as good as the
literally
drone.
middle. There we are.
Yeah, literally middle. Literally middle.
Bang. Smack bang in the middle.
Bang. Right, now the Imperial Daleks.
These
at
look
the
very
white and gold.
round boys.
Or are they blue and black? No, they are white and gold.
That's the real question.
No, they are white and gold. They are white and gold.
That's it. Reference a meme from like 5 years ago, whenever that was.
Nice. Anyway, I don't know. I like the white and gold for the Imperial Daleks.
They look.
We've never had in
Very
that time we didn't
round.
really
I
have
like
white
them.
Daleks.
It
Back
works
then.
better here.
It looks better here, yeah. So I think I'm willing to give them sizzling.
Okay.
At least bottom sizzling. Probably not as good as Dalek Alpha,
Yeah.
but bottom sizzling because they are sort of. I don't know. If there was like a Dalek Civil War, Davros just seems like, oh, why would you follow him? Like, yeah, he made you, but you're like more awesome than he is.
Yes. True.
So, I think the Imperial Daleks have something going for them. The color scheme and the gold eye stalk, that's really cool. But I don't see them as good as the others we have on sizzling. So, but I do say they deserve sizzling. So I'm gonna say bottom sizzling.
I would happily agree with that.
Right. Any objections? Yes. No. 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 Okay. Good.
Whack 'em there.
Bottom sizzling. Now, this is the Black Supreme Dalek from resurrection of the Daleks.
Yep.
The two factions. This was the Dalek Supreme that led the Renegade Daleks. So, he's got the big sort of bumper car thing, but I do like the black and silver. He's almost inverted to the silver Daleks we have in Decent.
Yeah, black and silver's good. It's a good look.
Yeah, it is sort of inverted because he has the silver dome, the silver balls, and the black sort of skirt, whereas the silver Daleks have a silver skirt and black balls. So
True.
but also I don't think he's going to get sizzling.
Okay.
I think he is top decent.
Okay. Yes, I was going to say. The question is he better than the regular Renegade Daleks?
Yes, I'd say he is. He is better than the regular
Is he better than the drone?
Renegade Daleks. Yeah, he's better
he
than
led
the
a
drone.
war against Davros.
I don't.
True.
Oh, but is he
That's
good with the
pretty
silver? I think he's
commendable.
better than the silver. But yeah, that'll do. I'm happy with that. Put him there. Yeah. Now, this is a favourite of Corey's.
It is. It's a special weapons Dalek.
I will let you handle this guy.
I'm just going to say it. Mainly my favourite because he is literally one of. I'm trying to look at the rest of the list. One of, if not the coolest looking Dalek there is. It's a Dalek and it's a tank.
Oh.
Literally what it is. Essentially, it's got one big gun.
He has.
It's white and
And he
gold.
was
It's a bit more
very
dirty,
different.
bit more rugged. I like him. It's
He
got
was
a
on
round.
the Imperial
It's got a
Dalek
round
side.
top as well. It's got
Yeah.
a nice domed head.
He was on the Imperial Dalek side in the Resurrection of the Daleks. He was sort of the secret weapon. He was the special weapons Dalek.
Yeah.
And he was also in the Which is Familiar, I think, Peter Capaldi's sort of Dalek episode.
Yeah.
One of his Dalek episodes, and he was sort of rigged up with lights, and he had a sort of big voice. He sort of was glowed yellow. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like him. I think he is possibly in going to get Real-tacular.
He's definitely in sizzling. At least.
You know
go in
what?
there.
For you, Corey, he can go in Real-tacular. He can go bottom Real-tacular.
There he is.
Put him in there.
My boy.
Your boy, special weapons Dalek. I like how the classic Daleks you don't know much about, but
Nope.
this guy is like you're on it.
Yep.
Right. The next is another one from Witcher's Familiar. It is the Dalek War Machine, which is sort of a redone version of the Dead Planet Daleks.
Yeah.
He's got a blue sort of chest and a blue light on his eye, but rigged up with lights and all that sort of stuff. And he is slightly more unique looking. He's got another sort of high pitchy voice, I think. And yeah, he is like a sort of another style of drone, I suppose. Now,
Yeah.
what would you say?
Again, I don't know much about this particular Dalek. Design-wise, again, we've mentioned before, it looks okay. It's the silver, it's the blue, it looks alright. My only gripe is, it's called the War Machine Dalek, and it just looks like a Dalek. It's a cool
Right.
name,
Yeah.
and that's the one that has it.
Right, okay. I think it's called that because you can only use the word drone so much. The Dalek, yeah. I suppose you hear the name War Machine Dalek.
Yeah,
You think,
exactly.
oh my god, he's gonna have 25 guns. He's gonna have he's gonna have a gun for a hand. He's gonna have a gun for an eye. You know,
Yeah.
he's gonna have a jetpack.
I'm
No,
picturing someone be like, "Oh, I've got a war machine," and then like this small Dalek comes in, going, "Hello." It's like, it just doesn't work.
no. He goes, you think he's gonna have a jetpack and bazooka lights, but no, he has.
It's just a Dalek with a paint job.
Yeah, it's just a slightly bluer Dalek.
Yep.
I'd have to agree, honestly.
Put him in air.
Above or
Air's
below,
looking a bit lonely. We need some more people in air.
bottom or top.
Oh, top.
Yeah.
At least he hasn't got that obnoxious bumper on him. Right. Now, I'd have to check that I don't even know who this is.
This is the scientist.
Oh, right, okay. Right, okay. This is the Time Squad scientist. This is from Dalek's exclamation mark. The five episode animated series. This is the Time Squad scientist Dalek. I can't even quite remember what what colour he was, but I think from the episode, because I have watched. Have you seen Daleks exclamation mark, Rachel?
Yes, I have.
Right. Okay.
I believe
Do you
it
remember
was
the Dalek
red.
scientist?
If it's not the strategist, it's the red one, I believe.
Right. Okay. The Dalek the Time Squad Dalek strategist isn't actually on this list.
No, it's not.
He's kind of is he kind of paired with the Emperor there?
I think that's the drone that's paired for the Emperor.
That's for drone that's paired, yes.
But I think the Dalek strategist isn't on this list because he's just a dead planet Dalek.
Yeah.
And even I think it's cool because it's obviously the Time Squad strategist has survived longer than the others because he is a dead planet Dalek. But I think he's not on this list because he is just a dead planet Dalek that's given some battle damage, and that's about it.
Give us some pizzazz, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So the scientist, I don't know. I'm thinking air.
I'll be happy with that.
Just put him in air. This next guy though, I think this next guy's gonna get something.
Where's he going?
Put the air, just bottom air.
Bottom air. There we go.
Bottom air. Now this guy, look at him. This is the Time Squad Commander Dalek, from the Daleks exclamation mark from Time Lord Victorious. So
You sound like a fan.
I am a fan. I like this guy. Look at him. He's got a red dome. Now, I love any variation on the. You'll find this out about me very quickly. I love any variation on the 2005 bronze Time War Daleks. Right.
Okay.
Any variation on that, and I love it. I think it's such an iconic design. It's such an iconic, amazing design. I love anything to do with it. Any variation, any color change, any change to anything. I just adore it. So this guy is no different. I like the red sort of slats on him and on his skirt, and I like he's not got a plunger, he's got like a sort of claw thing, and I like that as well.
Yes, he does.
He's got like a sort of four-pronged clawy thing, and I love anything to do with the plunge. I love when they sort of change the plungers up. I like that. When they have like a claw or like a little mandible thing, I like that as well. Any change to the plunger, and I'm happy with. So the Dalek Commander is I'm happy for him to get top decent.
I think I'd be okay with that.
He doesn't have much character apart from shouting, exterminate and I obey and that sort of thing.
Classic Dalek.
Classic, yeah, exactly. And I like his fresh red look. That's cool. Decent, top decent.
That's fine by me. Again with the move.
Put him there. There we go. Bang. Now we have. Now Rachel, you've seen these episodes, same as me.
Mhm.
And the Time Squad Emperor Dalek, who now look at his massive head.
It
I
is
will
rather
say,
spherical.
I am a fan of the spherical head.
You're a fan of the big egg head.
Yes,
I
Why?
do.
because it looks different and I think it's awesome.
I have to agree. I find it quite funny. And I
Funny?
do like that. It's just the head's just blown
Yeah.
up a bit.
Yeah.
The head's just bloated. He's got a massive bloated head. He's like a cat that's eaten a bee. He's like a bee stung him and his head's blown up like that.
No, it's a big head for a big brain, Murray. Big
Okay,
Dalek
right,
brain.
okay.
Exactly.
Big brain. Also, I like the fact he's got four lights instead of two.
Mm.
I find that cool as well. So, you know what? I'm happy to defer to you two on this if you're so happy about the head. Also, look at his chunky little body. He's like. But you know what? I'm happy. You know what? If you want to go on character, for like an Emperor Dalek, he has very good. He's characterized very well in those 5 episodes, and I think that he's at least going to go sizzling or realtacular. But I will take, if you think he's worth either, I will be happy to support it.
I was thinking sizzling probably.
I was thinking somewhere around the top sizzling.
Okay.
Right. If he gets top sizzling, then I'm happy with that.
Okay, we'll go top. We'll take top.
We're taking everything into account here. Also, his voice is very cool. He's got this sort of deep resonance Dalek Emperor voice that you want on an Emperor. Now here we have the Executioner Dalek from the Daleks exclamation mark. In the Time Squad Executioner Dalek. Again, he's got a different plunger. He's got a sort of weird sort of stabby thing. He's got a red eye. I like that. That is very cool. I like the red eye. And he's got a black dome and black balls on a silver sort of Dalek chassis. And I like that very much. I think he doesn't appear much. He only is in about 2 of the episodes, I think. I think he dies as well. Spoilers. But I think...
He just continues asking to blow up the archive.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, what a guy.
Yeah, he does. He just keeps to blow up the archive. Oh, he's cool. Just putting a clip of him shouting. That's funny.
Destroy the archive now!
Anyway,
Corey, are you editing this?
Yes.
Yeah, Corey's
putting
editing
in
this. I'm just
everything
going to
Corey
ask him to put
says.
loads of... Can you put like them with like Daleks with like disco music on them or something?
Sure. Why not?
Don't worry, I'll give you all this stuff. Anyway, do the like. There's like they're having a party. Put like disco music. I like Daleks
It's
sort of
fine.
moving around.
I've got it.
It's
That'd
got to
be
be
cool.
stock music.
I've got
Yeah.
it envisioned in my head. We're all right.
Great, good. You do that. Anyway, Executioner Dalek. Where's he gonna go? I think mid sizzling. I'm happy with mid sizzling.
Okay.
As I say, I'm a fan of any variation on the 2005 Time War design, and I'm happy with it. That's why Dalek Sec is our leader in this. That's why he's in Real Tackling. He's just literally the Time War design, but black. And now he's got a black dome. He's got a red eye. Look at him. He's scary, and I think that's cool in a Dalek.
Yeah.
I'd be happy
So-
with mid sizzling if that's what we're
Mid
thinking.
sizzling.
Yeah.
And he has got a character. He's got the character if he wants to kill everything more. He's the executioner. Also, his voice is cool. He sounds like really insane. He sounds really, really crazy and really demented, and I like that. So put him in mid sizzling.
Above Eternal.
No, not above Eternal. Above maybe above. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Better than strategist, but not as good as scientist. Right, now we have the drone.
Yes.
The picture's a bit misleading. You've put the Emperor and the drone together.
All I could find was the figures. So I thought, yeah,
Oh,
why
fair
not?
enough.
And plus, the Emperor's so good, he has to be on a picture twice.
Yeah. And we have the drone. Now, the drone is sort of the Dead Planet Dalek, but on the Dead Planet Dalek colour scheme, but on the 2005
Yes.
design.
They really like with Dead Planet Daleks, don't they?
Yeah, well, you know, it's the first crack at Daleks. So, but I think these guys, I'd say decent. If we're making quick choices, I'd say decent.
Yeah.
I only say that because I know these next sort of 4, 5, 6 are going to get quite a bit of discussion out of us. So,
Yes. I mean, okay. Well, would you put them above the Dead Space Dalek?
you said it again.
Yeah, I know. I can't get Dead Space on my head.
The Dead Planet Dalek. Yes,
I'm
I
not
would.
sure.
Dead Planet.
I'm
Dead
not
Planet,
sure
Dead
if I
Planet,
would.
Dead Planet, Dead Planet. Right, got
What?
They just repeat "We Obey" like in the Dark Times comics and stuff. It's interesting. They don't do much
Right.
to me. I
Well, they
don't
are
know.
drones. They're not really, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like they're given any rank. They are just like soldiers. But I think, I get that though. I get that we're appreciating character and we're appreciating difference. And in
Yeah.
the Dalek race, there is no difference, not much.
True.
So I'd say bottom decent.
Okay.
I like the look. That's the only thing they're going on.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy.
This
He's
guy.
gonna go big, I think. I'm happy for these next 4 or 5 to go big, right? This is the Supreme Dalek from the Stolen Earth and that's whole sort of arc, and the Witch is familiar as well. He's always paired with Davros. He always shows up when Davros does. Also, he's. I just love it. I love everything about it.
It's a very, very good design.
Look at him. Look how chunky he is. I love it. I love his really deep voice. I love the fact he's got 4 lights, and his lights are on like little platforms. I like his big sort of neck rings and the big sort of
the weird spikes.
clamps that he's wearing.
The clamps, that's the word.
I love the clamps. He looks so cool. He looks like the natural evolution of the 2005 design. Like the natural supreme design. Like you look at that thing. You go, that thing is in charge of all these other Daleks, and you can tell because he's big. He's in red and gold, and he's just awesome. He's gonna go real tacular. I think he has to.
I mean, he killed Jack one time at least.
He did.
True.
He exterminated Jack one time. I mean, he came back obviously, but
Obviously, yeah.
But I don't think he's as good as Dalek Sec. I think he gets mid at least.
Is he
Yeah.
better? Is he what? So you thinking here?
No, probably
Here?
he's higher than the special weapons Dalek.
Yes,
but
he
he's
is.
not. There we go.
Yeah.
That is a good place for him. Now these two are from the Big Finish audio dramas, as are a couple of them who are coming up. But this is the Dalek Time Strategist, and he is from the War Doctor stories. He is like literally a purple repaint of the one we've just talked about, the Red Supreme, and he's got those sort of rings around his clamps. And also he has a time vortex like in his chest, which looks like a plasma ball, I suppose. Like a plasma ball in his sort of chest. And that is cool. And I like his voice. He's got a very deep voice. It's not very modified. It's as close to Nick Briggs's voice as you can really get if you hear him speak. But it still sounds like a Dalek. And I think he's very cool. He has like a war against the Sontarans in that sort of story. And I think I like him. And he's very sort of... Again, he's more sort of human. He has sort of human attributes. Like he feels respect and he feels concern and stuff like that. And I like that. I like as human as you can get in the Daleks. I like a bit of emotion. Not saying that I want all Daleks to be, emotional, but I like it when it comes around. Even though I'm happy with the bog standard, exterminate and shouting about the Doctor. That's fun. But this guy, I think, looking at his look, I mean, look at that. He looks beautiful.
I am a fan of purple. I do like the purple.
Yeah, I am a fan of purple.
It's very different from what we've seen with any other Daleks. I don't think we've seen many other Daleks with anything like purple. We've seen blue.
We've seen blue, but not the purple, especially with the sort of gold, bronze type clamps and those 2 rings he's got around him, which is like sort of the symbol of sort of time affiliate Daleks. So I think Sizzler, he's going to go Sizzling.
Okay, where'd you put him in sizzling?
Oh. What do you think, Corey? I might let you choose the choice. As long as it's Sizzling, I'm happy.
He's definitely up there, I would say.
Right.
I would have put him
Above the Eternal, I'd say that.
above Eternal, yeah.
The Dalek Time Strategist. He
Not
can
as
go.
good as the Emperor.
Not as good as Mr. Egghead. Not as good as Big Old Eggy Boy.
Okay, so are we saying second sizzling?
Second Sizzling.
Yeah.
Second sizzling. There we go.
The list is stacking up, and I like that. Now we have... Oh, this guy is my boy. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is Murray's boy.
You have your boy in the Special Weapons Dalek.
I do.
This is my boy. This is the Dalek Time Controller from loads of Big Finish stuff. It's hard to name as much. He was like sort of the big... He was like the big bad of the... He was like, the Thanos of the Big Finish audio dramas for a while.
Yep.
Like, he was manipulating things behind the scene. He was known as the Dalek Litigator initially, and then it was revealed he was the Dalek Time Controller who has this... The reason why I've never explained why I like the Dalek Time Controller so much, but it's because, I think, again, he's purple. He looks cool. He's got the 2 big rings around him. He's got the sort of classic Dalek look, but modified in that way. And B, the Daleks have always been obsessed with sort of time and being in control of everything all time, the past and the future and all that. They want to be in control of everything, but they're limited in that way. And the Dalek Time Controller isn't limited because he's seen through the time vortex and he can predict things. And he doesn't want to kill the Doctor because he knows that the Doctor is important to the timeline. He just wants to ruin the Doctor. And it's like picking wings off a fly. It's like, yeah, the Daleks want to just kill him, but this guy, I'd be afraid of what the Dalek time controller would do to people.
Mm.
And also, if you listen to it right, I want you to play a clip here. There's a clip that I'm gonna show you of the Dalek time controller talking to this disgraced Time Lord called Kotris, who's played by Toby Jones.
Yeah.
You can play that now.
That was not necessary.
Do not be squeamish about genocide, Kotris. It is, after all, our ultimate aim.
My aim is to see the end of the Time Lords. That doesn't mean that
You
I
are
don't...
not a Time Lord now, Kotris. You have chosen the course of history you wish to follow. There can be no going back now. The future, the past, all of time belongs to us.
Yeah, his voice sounds like basically Dalek Khan if he was just incredibly calm, if he wasn't as freaky.
Yeah.
He sounds like Dalek Khan, but just sort of normal, or not in the way normal, but just without all the casing ripped off him, and without he's still got that sort of slight madness, he could flip, but he still was reserved. He's still as calm, and I like that. I think he is real tacular.
Okay.
I know it's a very inspired pitch, but what do you two think?
Well, I mean, he's your boy, and you let my boy be in Real Tackler, so I'm fine with your boy being in Real Tackler.
Okay, put Time Controller up there. I'm happy with him going behind the Special Weapons Dalek, but I'm also happy with him going ahead, but not as good as the Red Supreme.
Okay. Rachel, where'd you put him? Because I don't want to
Am
put him
I
in
the
front of
deal
my boy.
breaker?
I don't
Yeah,
want
you're
to
now
put
the
him in
deal
front of my
breaker.
boy because he's my boy. But
I do like quite a ruthless Dalek, just completely just wanting to torture someone. That's quite interesting to me. I don't know much about this particular Dalek, but I'm not sure. I don't wanna.
Make a decision. Make a decision.
Me?
yes,
Yeah.
Your two boys.
can't you tell? Me and Murray are in a battle here. We need someone to.
We are. We need you to make a decision. This is tense,
Oh
folks.
man, this is tense. I don't know what.
I'll have some music. It's fine.
All right, okay. Put some tense
Some dramatic music.
Rachel, we need you to make this decision now, Rachel.
Oh no.
What's it going to be? Is it going to be the Special Weapons Dalek or the Dalek Time Controller?
I personally would put the time controller ahead.
Yeah, I knew that was
I'm
coming.
Sorry.
Ah.
I'm not too fond
Why?
of the
Why
design
though?
of the special weapons. Doesn't look very
Oh, right,
Dalky.
okay.
But then again, the time controller looks a bit interesting as well. So
Right, okay.
that's
Cool.
all.
Right.
I feel
We're
like this
gonna
next
go-
one's going to be a bit.
Right, okay. I'm happy to bow out on this one. I'll let you two discuss this.
Oh god.
Zaki, go ahead.
Well,
You can say who it is. You can say...
I'm not. Yeah, I know I can. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't think. Really not. This is, because we should probably actually mention who it is. This is the Ironside. This is the Ironside Dalek. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't mind them. They're not bad. By any stretch of the means, they're not bad. However, I don't think they're great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well,
I'm not honestly the fondest of them. I quite like the episode. I think it's quite good, but I'm not too fond, to be fair.
okay.
I'm not.
If you want me to be the deal breaker, I can. I bet you're expecting me to go. Well, I love them, but I don't.
Okay, good. Okay, none of us like. That'd be really funny
I
if you
think
did.
green is. I know it's sort of military. They're supposed to be in disguise in the World War II British military. So they are that sort of khaki camo green, and they have the sort of. I like the sort of when they first show up. They have little socks over their over their sort of lights over their lights. And I think that's cool. They're sort of light protectors because obviously when it's dark you don't want to see their lights shining up, and they wear those little packs on them. They have packs on their bodies, and the sort of number, well, not really a number, the sort of identification sort of thing they have under their eye is sort of replaced with the Union Jack, and that's cool I think as well. And their whole plan is pretty neat. But I think in terms of look, they just sound like regular Daleks. There's nothing really unique about their voices.
No, I quite like that they're trying to be in disguise, but
Yeah.
also they're just Daleks.
And I think I've seen too many stories now where it's like Daleks aren't Daleks. Do you get what I mean? It's like, oh, the Daleks aren't like... Because I've read there's a book called The Dalek Generation, which is written by Nick Briggs, where Daleks aren't Daleks. Daleks are like this sort of peacekeeping force.
Yeah.
And it's the Doctor trying to convince people that the Daleks are evil. And in Victory of the Daleks, it's like the Daleks aren't the Daleks. The Daleks are these sort of different created weapons. But the Doctor comes in, the Doctor's like, Daleks are evil. So I think, I don't know, maybe I'm slightly tired of those sort of stories, and I just like, I don't know, a story for once where the Daleks aren't trying to do some kind of nefarious sort of scheme. But
yeah,
I think I've got enough stories for that.
Maybe it's because a couple of weeks ago we had literally the same thing where it says these aren't Daleks, these are security.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the revolution, yeah.
God, it's like that again. It's like, these aren't Daleks, these are security drones. And the Doctor comes in and goes, no, the Daleks are evil.
Yeah.
It's literally that again.
It is. They're at 10 Downing Street yet again.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, let's go for... I'm sorry, Ironside Daleks, you've been caught in the crossfire, but I think decent is as much as they can get. Even air. I'm even be happy with air.
I personally was thinking maybe a high air.
Okay, I think high air is fine.
High air is fine.
Or a low decent.
High air is alright with me.
Okay, we'll whack him in the front.
Bang. Now we have the two with the Chibnall Daleks. We have the Recon Dalek and the Dalek Defense Drone. So the Recon Dalek, what would you say to the... Oh, again, I will happily let you two sort of go with this. I think the look's cool, and there is one thing that I think will give it... If it's in trouble, I will happily save it with this one fact that I really love. But anyway...
I ain't gonna lie, it's probably gonna be in trouble.
Right, okay. Don't you like it?
It's... Again, it's alright, but compared to like some of the ones that are top couple tiers, I don't think it's anything special either.
It felt like it was written to sort of like bring at least something back from like older Doctor Who, because we saw a lot of new aliens in the series, and this was kind of like the one thing to like survive Chibnall at the moment. So obviously we've got more since the original episodes aired. Obviously we've got Jack back and there's a weeping angel, but I don't know. I wasn't too fond of the episode.
I've got two things.
Okay.
First off, this Dalek doesn't have a man inside it. Now, I know that sounds obvious, but most of these Daleks, in reality, are people in big fiberglass and metal and wood suits, right? Now, this Dalek is an animatronic, and I think that is really awesome because for the first time in Dalek careers, it does not have a human inside it. It is a pure robot, because obviously you can't, because it's so thin, you can't have a human in there or he'd break his back, you know. It is an animatronic.
Clara out of there.
So his
They
head
managed to get Clara out of the Dalek.
Oh. So his head can do the full spin with it's like a remote control almost. He's an animatronic. I think that is really, really cool, and that gives him like the sort of unnerving quality, if you know that. It gives sort of unnerving quality of, it doesn't have a human, it's got no humanity at all, because it is like a robot. Even though it does have sort of the mutant inside it, but whatever. And secondly, I like the sort of exposed neck cavity where it sort of glows red and the eyes still blue and stuff like that. But also, another thing I like is, a point against it is that that's not how... I'm not sure whether this has been confirmed before, but it's sort of speculated that that's not how Recon Daleks actually look. That's just how this Dalek sort of... Because obviously it was made in like a junkyard with like scrap and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's not actually how recon Daleks would have looked. That's just as best. That's just as best as that Dalek at the time could have come up with, right? Using the junkyard, and using sort of the possessed humans. That's as best as it would have looked. There is speculation that it wouldn't have looked like that if it was actually come from Skaro. So it's not actually. It's sort of like a cheap imitation of, it's like a bit of like a dollar store recon Dalek. That's not actually how recon Daleks would have looked. So there, that's 2 points. That's points for and against. But where is it going to go?
I don't think it breaks decent. I don't even know if it gets into decent, but
Right, okay. I think it might have to go top air or middle air.
Yeah, I'm honestly not the fondest of this design.
Right.
how does it compare to Ironside? What are we thinking?
No, I don't think it's as good as the Ironsides.
Okay.
Because at least the Ironsides are sort of Daleks. This one is sort of like a mutant that's been sort of grown a bit, hasn't it? I think.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Ironsides because they're more pure. Also, the Ironsides were somewhat entertaining.
True.
This guy was kind of, again, I don't know now. I'm sort of sitting here thinking, well, it did have a pretty high body count in that episode. Like, it killed a lot of people. And we've not really been taking that into account. How deadly are these Daleks, So I think the Recon Dalek, it for the points against it, it has gone to air. But I'm sort of sitting silently in silent support of the Recon Dalek. Anyway, we have the defense drones, and these are probably going to get higher than the Recon Dalek.
They're 3D
Because
printed.
there's 3D printed, but there's more.
I think that's so cool.
Don't start this again.
B, they're red. Well, they're blue in that picture, but they are red when they actually get possessed by the mutants.
Yes.
And also, I like the sort of AI Dalek. I wish it was sort of a cautionary tale about AI Daleks. Like if there were AI Daleks and they're maybe, I don't know, if there was just one Carlid mutant that was controlling all the AI Daleks, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, these Daleks do kill people as well. I like that. They've got a high body count. But also they're a bit. I don't know. They just don't really strike me as much as the Time War Daleks do. As much as they do in fact at the end get beaten by the Bronze Time War Daleks.
Yes.
So,
very convincingly as well.
Very convincing beat of just 100% across the board, a total wipeout. But I think these, as a design, don't look too bad. I like the sort of modernisation of the Recon Dalek look. I like the black and the silver. That is a very, very renegade Dalek, very sort of silver warrior Dalek. But also, I like the lights. I like the sort of exposed light in the neck cavity and in the eye stalk, and the way the dome is sort of angled around that eye stalk. I like that as well. So
yeah,
I think that it's going to go in decent, but probably not very high. What do
you think about it not being an actual proper Dalek, it being a hybrid of sorts? What do you think of that? Because I think that's kind of interesting in classifying a Dalek.
Right. Okay. What do you think, Corey? I'll pass it to you.
Okay. Well, one, I don't like the 3D printing thing.
Right, yes.
I think it's another Ironside thing, where it's a similar thing of they're helping us, but they're not. But they are, but we're not.
Again, it's that classic format that I just told you. The Daleks are in disguise, and the Doctor has to convince people that Daleks are evil. It's that kind of thing.
Also, quick note as well. If you're going to make something that's a security thing that can check people's tickets, it doesn't have to look like a Dalek. Just make a box with a camera in it.
Right.
Why does it have to move?
It has to, chase people and shoot its little water cannon and whatever.
Just have it on a turning head.
And get gas and whatever else it had.
I don't know.
Also, it never uses any of that stuff.
No.
No, I hate
Imagine
that.
it like deploying toxic gas against the humans. Oh, that'd be great. Imagine it using like, the sonic thing that makes your ears explode. That'd be awesome. But no, it never uses any of that stuff.
Imagine it using its water gun and
Oh,
everyone's
yeah,
just
that'd be
falling
funny
over.
though. I said that it'll be funny if when it goes to shoot somebody, it just sprays them with water.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the Carlid mutants are inside these things, but they didn't build them. So
I think it would be very interesting to see how it could have been made deadly with those things.
yeah,
Like
with
water, you could have put, I don't know, like a telephone. This might be a little bit morbid, but
you want
like you've got
electric
somebody in a
shock them with the-
telephone box and you're filling it up with water and they can't get out.
Oh,
Like, just be
nice.
creative with how you get rid of people.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, I like that. That's very cool. It's them sort of making use of again, and you have the gas and the sonic thing. That would have been cool to see as well. The Daleks sort of implement that, but no, they just have red lasers, and that's okay. I mean, I'm a fan of red lasers, but
Dalek again.
I've seen too many lasers. Yeah, it's like it's just a Dalek with a different, chassis, with a different sort of scheme. So yeah, where are they going to go?
I feel like I'm outnumbered on this one.
Right, okay, where would you like them to go, Corey?
One of the bottom two tiers.
Oh no, I think they're indecent.
I would say decent.
But I'm happy for them not to get past the Supreme Paradigm Dalek.
Yeah. That is like our anchor point, isn't it? Just like
Yeah, it is
where
sort
things
of.
go.
For everyone
The
watching,
Paradigm Supreme is sort of our anchor point. Like, will it get past the him?
like
I don't think it will.
Like Murray last time, I am silently over here. But my hand is being forced.
Okay.
It will
You're
go
silently in. You know what? I don't think they're even as good. Actually, no. Actually, I'm not going to say that. They will get. They will get.
Bring it down, Murray. Bring them down.
I was about to bring them down, and then I go. You know what? Because Corey's so annoyed, I will keep them where they are.
Hopefully,
Right.
we can all agree on the
They're
next one.
better. They're better than the Ironside Daleks. Take that. In a way, but right. This okay. Do I even need to say where I think this one is going?
We should agree on this.
It is the Emperor Dalek from the Parting of the Ways, and I think he has to. There is only one place, and that is Realtacular.
Yes.
It's a bold choice,
Yep.
but it was always being agreed with. It's a bold choice. I was about to say why I believe that.
Well, you can still say it.
Yeah, you can go for it if you want.
Right, first off, super deep voice. That is scary deep voice, right?
Mhm.
Secondly, the classic. Right, if you look at the picture of the classic Emperor Dalek,
Yeah.
he just looks like a big tube with loads of balls on him. And a big long eye stalk and some
Yeah.
wires. This guy looks like the Dalek Emperor. He has the big like skirt platform thing. He's inside the ship. He's like he is the ship. Like obviously he can't move anywhere because he's stuck there. But he's like he has so much power that he just is the big command ship. And he has the big dome, and it can still sort of move, and the dome can still move, and he has a really deep, resonant voice. And he's like he's the mutant in that sort of big glass. I can't think of the name of it now. He's in that sort of like fish tank glass sort of tube, and he's got the two little arms at the bottom that I like as well. I don't know what you can really do with those arms, but he has two little arms, and that's cool. He's sort of those three big Dalek balls on like those three slat platforms. I think that's cool as well. I like his plan of sort of infiltrating that sort of game show thing and creating a new Dalek empire from sort of prisoners and refugees and all of them and turning them into Daleks. So they are part human, but not as much as the ones from Revolution. So I like that, and I like his voice. I like his entire design. I like his whole deal, basically. I like his whole deal, and I like his passion. I think he's got he's very inspired. He's very grandiose and boastful, and I like that as well. he considers himself a god. He's the god of all the Daleks, And I think that's really awesome. So that's my
Yep.
that's
I
my
agree on
Yep.
every part.
word on it. Thank you. Right, real tackler then.
Are we bagging him at top?
No,
Second, third, fourth, we're putting him.
I think he's just behind the Red Supreme.
Okay.
I'll put him above the Time Controller. Hard
Okay.
to do, but I will do it for the good of the Emperor Dalek. Now, I don't think that picture is accurate, Corey, but this is the Dalek Science Division. These are in the Big Finish audio dramas. Again, the War Doctor stories with John Hurt. These are the Scientific Division Daleks. I like that image of the green classic Daleks. But there are other images of like sort of a silver Time War type drone. But anyway, I think they're cool. I like any sort of variation on that classic design and on the Time War design. So I think decent, really.
Yeah.
Decent. Go on then.
Whereabouts?
Above the drone, above the defense drone.
Oh boy, I think we're running out of space. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it falls down. It's fine.
Okay, nice.
Above the
So,
defense drone.
what
That
about
will
here?
do. Yeah. Good-o. Right. Now we have... These might get... I don't know where these will go, but... This one, the next one, it is the actual bronze Time War design.
Yes.
And
These
it is
are
going
classic.
to go either sizzling or real-tacular.
This is the thing. I think if we're going in terms of like how iconic they are to the series, I feel like they kind of have to go Rotacular. However,
Right.
I don't know. They are. I think it's definitely top two. If we're going how iconic they are, it's Rotacular. But then also, they are just Daleks. So
They are just, they don't really have much character. They are just Daleks. They do just shout all the normal stuff and just sound. But anyway, I like how the voices sort of sound different. Like some are slightly higher, some are slightly lower. Some are, some have little variations in the voice. I like that. I like their whole deal. I like the bronzeness. I like the blue eye. I like the sort of longer skirt and the plunger and everything. That all works out for me. And the first time we sort of saw these was in the 2005 episode, which was just named Dalek, and it was it left such an impression. Like, wow, these things are terrifying. But then we're hit with the inverse Dalek rule of, which I feel is going to bring up every time we discuss
everything.
the Daleks.
Yeah. do you want to explain it again?
Right. The inverse Dalek rule is the more Daleks there are, the less ineffectual they are.
Yes.
Or the less effectual that they are. So you have one Dalek, he's going to be terrifying, really, really scary, killing everybody. You have 100 Daleks, they're just not going to. The Doctor's going to wipe them out pretty easily, right? So it's also called the inverse ninja rule, but in Doctor Who, it's really the inverse Dalek rule. Anyway, but strangely enough, the Daleks who are at the top of Real-tacular, some of them have like large Dalek armies.
Yes.
Like the Dalek Emperor had thousands of Daleks. The Dalek Supreme had loads of Daleks. The Dalek Time Controller is always in charge of quite a few. So, I don't know, really. But we're going to go with these bronze Time War design. Also, they're called the Time War design because they were used in the Time War, despite the fact that before now we just knew that it was the classic Daleks. So they sort of retconned that in the new series. That the Daleks sort of went back to this old design or something like that. And the Time War Daleks were specifically used for warfare, and that was why they were used that way. So, that's very interesting. But also there's like timeline, there's like timey-wimey timeline stuff, with them as well. But anyway, where are they going to stack up?
It's got to be either bottom Real-tacular or top end sizzling, I think.
Rachel?
Yeah, I would agree. They are the classic Daleks. They're the ones that most people know. But they're not really unique in the fact. But I think that's the reason why they're like
Right.
Yeah.
I
my
can go with
thoughts have
bottom
disappeared.
Rotacular.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Rachel. What were you saying?
I think the thought just left me. It's fine.
Oh. Bottom Rotacular. That's fine. Now, these two are somewhat the same. We have the modern Emperor's Guard Dalek with the black dome, and we have the classic Emperor's Guard Dalek with the black dome. So where are they both going to go? I think that the 2005 Emperor's Guard Dalek with the black dome, as I will say many times in this video, I like any variation on the 2005 Time War design.
Yes.
So I like the black dome. I like the fact that some of them don't have a plunger. They have this sort of big extendable gun arm next to the gun arm, and that is cool as well. I'm happy for them to go bottom sizzling.
I feel like that's fair.
Right. What do you say?
I think. Are you thinking very bottom of sizzling?
Yeah, very bottom sizzling.
Okay, I'm fine with that. That's good with me.
Also, I like our policy on they have to have some kind of character to get to Realtacular. We're sort of broken with the Time War Daleks and the Dalek Special Weapons Dalek.
All right, then the Special Weapons Dalek.
No, I won't. I'm sorry. But the sort of drone class hasn't got very high for us, and
No.
it has those two instances. Anyway, this is sort of this is the classic Emperor's Guard, which has the classic design and it has a black dome. So that sort of signified rank in a way back then. So where would this guy go?
Not as high as the modern one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't really like it very much.
I wouldn't put it in Itchy and Lumpy.
No, he's sort of got. Yeah, okay. I'd say air. I'd say probably top air.
Top air.
Top air.
Top air. That sounds fine by me. Whoops. That's made page smaller.
There we go. Pop it in air.
Look at me know how to use the computers.
Top air. Top air. There we go. And that is all 40 or 38, 37.
37.
37 Daleks ranked. There you go. And that is the definitive ranking. We're not going to go through them all, but there they are right there.
To be fair, I can't even remember all their names in the order that's on screen. So
right. So just look at it. There you go. We've got Dalek Sec is our best Dalek. Is our highest ranked Dalek. And then at the bottom we have that gold, not even gold, Dalek Supreme, who I just don't like at all. So there we are.
Most hated Dalek.
Yeah, most hated Dalek and our best Dalek. I'd say that's pretty solid. I like that. I like the look of that list.
I like how our boys are next to each other.
They are. They're friends. I like how that works out as well. And I also, I think just the look of the list. I think it's very, very constructed, but also you can tell what we sort of favour.
Yes.
So that is the Dalek tier list. I'm sure that now would be a good time to plug all of our plug all of our segues. Subscribe, like, and subscribe. Is that what you say?
When you can.
Okay. Like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Leave whatever. Do whatever you want. It's our channel.
To your favourite videos, because that's maybe a thing still.
Yeah. You can watch our interview with Nicholas Briggs and our review of Revolution of the Daleks that also has Rachel in it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us, Rachel.
Thank you for having me yet again, guys.
Cool.
It's been awesome being on.
Tune into the real show, watch some more videos, and enjoy yourself about the channel. Also, you can do whatever you want, really. Do we have an Instagram? Can you plug that?
We do have an Instagram, oh yes.
Okay, what is it?
It's The Real Show FM.
The Real Show FM. You can follow that Instagram as well. We leave cool stuff on there. And
yes, listen to us on Podbean. Well,
yeah, listen to us on
these
Podbean.
guys, because I'm just a guest at them.
Thank you. We've got Podbean account as well. You can follow us there. listen to some more stuff, watch some more videos, and yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now they're gone, let's just make some adjustments to this list. He needs to go down to the bottom, and let's put the special weapons Dalek in its rightful place at the top. Suckers.